Hello and welcome to my dinner guest. Today we are talking with one of history's greatest generals. His military prowess is legendary. He was a part of the first Roman triumvirate and rose to the highest pinnacle of Roman politics, to become dictator for life. Besides his military conquests, he is also well known for his relationship with the Egyptian Queen Cleopatra, Julius Caesar. Welcome. It's an honor to have you here today.
The honor is mine.
Before we get started, I'd like to let you know that our menu today includes roast pork, sautéed mushrooms and cheesecake.
Sounds delicious. I was hoping you would have some pork. I haven't had it in a while.
It is very delicious meat. I can testify to that. As I said before, it is an honor to have you with us. Let's jump right in. I would like you to share with us a chapter of your life that has fascinated historians and storytellers alike for centuries. It's your time in Egypt with Cleopatra. I want to start by asking how you ended up in Egypt and what led to your alliance with Cleopatra.
To answer your question, my involvement in Egypt was initially political, then it became personal. Just to give you some background, after the civil war in 49 to 46 CE Pompeii, my greatest enemy fled to Egypt. He had friends there who granted him sanctuary. I followed him there to finish what we started in Rome. Unfortunately, I was too late. Pompey was assassinated. Clearly his friends couldn't help him. This galled me. I wanted to be the one to twist the knife in his treacherous heart. When I got to Egypt, though, the country was in the midst of its own power struggle.
Really, how so?
Well, when Ptolemy died, he left his daughter Cleopatra as his successor. However, her brother seized power and sent her into exile. So when she heard I was in Egypt, she came to the palace to seek my help.
I read somewhere that when Queen Cleopatra came to see you because it was dangerous for her to be in the palace, she rolled herself up in a sheet and then had it rolled out in front of you. Is that true? What was your impression of Cleopatra?
You read that? Well, that's an interesting story. I will not confirm or deny. Let it remain in legend. What I will say, though, is that Cleopatra was a formidable person. She never did anything halfway. Cleopatra sought my aid to secure her position as ruler of Egypt. I decided to help her because she could help me finance my ambitions in Rome. In our assistance of each other, we found ourselves aligned in both ambition and purpose.
She is often described as a figure of immense charisma and intellect.
Cleopatra was unlike anyone I had encountered. Her intellect was as sharp as any senator's in Rome, and her charm was undeniable. She spoke as easily of philosophy and politics as she did of love and life. More than that, she understood the delicate dance of power and how to wield it effectively. She was a ruler deserving of her throne, and I saw in her an ally who could strengthen Rome's interests in the East.
During your time in Egypt, you and Cleopatra had a son. How did you feel about becoming a father to Cleopatra's son?
Caesarion was a reminder of the unity Cleopatra and I forged, both politically and personally. While I understood the complexities of acknowledging him fully in Rome, given our traditions and my obligations, I never doubted that he carried both of our legacies. He was the child of Rome and Egypt, a symbol of what our two great civilizations could achieve together.
Did you ever envision a future where Caesarion would play a significant role in the Roman Empire?
In another world, perhaps, he carried the blood of two dynasties and could have been a bridge between Rome and Egypt. But power in Rome is never straightforward. My focus was on solidifying Rome's position and ensuring stability for its future. Dreams of Caesarion's role in Rome had to remain just that. Dreams.
Many have speculated about the depth of your relationship with Cleopatra. Was it love, or simply a political alliance?
It was both, though defining such a relationship in Roman terms is difficult. Cleopatra was a partner in ambition, a companion who understood the burdens of power. Did I love her? In my way, yes. But in politics, love is often tempered by necessity.
How did your time in Egypt influence your vision for Rome?
Egypt reminded me of the grandeur that can be achieved when a civilization is united and forward-thinking. Cleopatra's rule and the wealth of her land demonstrated what could be accomplished with strong leadership. I carried that inspiration back to Rome, striving to create a legacy that would endure beyond my time.
If you could change one thing about your time in Egypt, what would it be?
Perhaps I would have found a way to secure a more formal recognition of Caesarion in the eyes of Rome. He was a part of me, and I wished for him to have a place in the world worthy of his lineage. But fate, as always, had its own designs.
Gaius Julius Caesar, thank you for sharing your thoughts and reflections with us. Your life continues to captivate and inspire us even today.
Thank you. History is full of lessons that can guide us all if only we read it.
Thank you, our viewers, for joining us today. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe for more historical interviews and insights.